Hi, thank you very much for visiting us. The exhibition Living Ainu Traditions, Tahachi Urakawa, age 80s. This exhibition, we would like to introduce about Tahachi-san. This is a portrait of Tahachi-san. I took this year, June 2021, June. Okay, so now I would like to show this exhibition. Here we go. Okay, so I would like to introduce all of you, Tahachi-san. He is Ainu, he is a hunter, he is a craftsman, living in Urakawa town. And then I would like to show his place workshop here. Okay, there we go. Tahachi-san, every day he goes to this place workshop, Nishi Horobetsu Kyodo Sagyojo workshop. He goes every day here, and then he's making a makiri. So he's great because his goods is using for his work of hunting. This one is Uma. We took from his workshop. So he's sitting on this chair. This is a kind of working chair, working desk. He sits on this chair, and then he works every day. Nearly, I forgot how many years, almost his life, 40 years, 30, 40 years, he's using this chair. So I really like this picture. And then, yes, of course, I will show the other photograph. It's his hand here. He's working the first part of the first making of makiri. This photograph title is Shaving, and this one is makiri. It's short knife. On the actually, I would like to say one thing. I usually, when I take a picture, I do set up by myself. Usually, fashion, still life, everything. I make my work, but this time with Tahachi-san, is everything is just over there. So I didn't touch anything. I just took picture. I really wanted to take a picture of Tahachi-san's work. This makiri I found on the table. It was just like that. It's I felt from this object, it's very, very beautiful, not just beautiful. I felt something soul from makiri. I really love this black and white logo. Okay. And so let's go to the place, always same workshop of Tahachi-san. This photograph title is Room with a Wooden Burning Stove. For us, Japanese word is maki stove. It's really simple, warm, very kind. I really enjoyed when I was there in the still cold, not winter, but early springtime, so it was still cold. And then when we went inside his place, it's so welcome, warm, welcome. And then the place, he is sitting on the place all the time there, nice harmony with a warm wooden stove. No, not wooden stove. Wooden burning stove. He all the time, always, not all the time, he always sitting on that chair, his place. I really like also this the face of Tahachi-san. And all the time, always same place. His workshop is sitting. No, 棚ってなんて言うんだっけ? I forgot the name of 棚. On this 棚, there is a kind of messy book or some document, everything put together. And then this photograph is a long time ago, maybe some competition or something. It's a celebrations one. It's a nice memory. This photograph title is ある日のこと Japanese title, and English title is Fragments of a Life. Okay, so I showed this room is Tahachi-san's world, Tahachi-san's workshop inside. Yes, of course, only 5 pictures. I can't tell everything to you, but yes, part of his world. And so Tahachi-san is now almost 80 years old. He's great because he lives, it's kind of tradition, Ainu tradition style now, even now. Okay, this is Makiri, his Makiri. The beautiful is he made Makiri, this knife, and then he used it for life. That is beautiful, not just an object. He's using things. So from these things, you can feel some story, and then things lives with soul. It's beautiful. Okay. And I went to Tahachi-san's place 3 times. This is second time when I went there. It's almost summer, and he took us to the behind the workshop space. He started to cut of butter bird. I never seen like tall butter birds, and then I saw he's very tall, very high. But when he went to the vegetable butter birds, he became kind of koropoku, become very small. It's beautiful. I took a picture. It's I felt some story. Next one. This is the first time when I went to Tahachi-san's place. It was springtime. And then, of course, the first time when I saw him, I didn't take any pictures because, I didn't feel to take a picture. But when we went to the mountain together, and then he started to take kogomi. It's a sunside during the springtime, only springtime we could eat. But of course, city life, the people, we couldn't have it because only this vegetable is in the wild mountains stuff. Anyway, we went there and he said, you have to leave some part. So he took he took vegetable, but he said, we have to leave some part. Otherwise, next year in the mountain, we can't have vegetable. So sharing with nature, this is important, sharing. Okay. And okay, so this moment, for this exhibition, we could show only 9 pictures, but these exhibitions go on. So next exhibition, maybe we can show more Tahashi-san's work. So now these pictures is we went to the place he took us, and he said he born and he lived when until I don't know exactly how long he was there, but when he was a child, he was there. Of course, no house anymore, but the place is there. He born, he grew up. Place is Hidaka, and then prefecture is Hidaka, and the town's name Urakawa. So I explained almost the pictures, and now here is so many things on the table. This is everything we took from his workshop place. Now I would like to introduce you Professor Yamazaki Sensei, and he is a professor. はい、山崎先生です。よろしくお願いします。
My name is Koji Yamazaki, Associate Professor of Hokkaido University and Center for Aina. Today I'm very happy to share the time talking with you. Today, Nishikawa Sensei asked me to introduce the exhibition. We would like to start this exhibition of 4 tables. You can see the most of them made by Tahachi-san, and other things made by his mother. First, I would like to show this table.
先生と一緒に行ったことです。
はい。
First table.
はい。はい。
This is it's new one. This leggings or gaiter. In Ainu language, it's hoshi. Hokkaido's shoreside and the mountainside, there are a lot of wild plants, so that have needles. This leggings protects the wildlife from the wildlife needles. And this one, the new one, maybe it may be used for ceremonial dance or ritual items. Next one, this is hand covering. It's one side. Otherwise, maybe this is the one side left. It's also protecting from the wild plants. あ、そうだ。はい。So, right. This Ainu design, it's made by Tahachi-san's mother. He said. Next one. This is Tahachi-san's pass case. It's maybe it's new one. It's made in Showa era in Japan, and maybe 1970 to 1980s. This originally made for souvenir. It's but this is a lot used by the Tahachi-san for a long time, so it's very. And this material is made from tree textile, tree fiber. It's elm bark, and some design you can find it. It's Ainu design. And people in Showa area sometimes using for these items for selling and for site for visitors. And this is the thread winder made by Tahachi-san, and the one side, so you can find a needle case. It's wind winder and needle case. It's combined one item. So it is a good idea, I think. And this is a very traditional styles needle case. Traditionally, Ainu women wear this needle case, and this is you can find the needle is here, and this is this wood making by like a tube, so you can set the needles here, and it's covered this wood. You can use easy to bring out, and this carving is made by Tahachi-san. And in Ainu traditional cultures, the needle is very rare and very important. So Ainu women always wear it in daily life. Okay, and the next tables is here. This table so exhibit knives and wooden tray and some items. And this is bear claw hunted by Tahachi-san. Tahachi-san don't throw away. He stocked bear claws now, so he sometimes using for some souvenirs and his collection. Like this here, this is also bear claws here. It's end of the knives. And this is a small knife, and this left side is a knife for carvings by Tahachi-san. Sorry.
いいよ。私が持ちます。
Here, this handles carving by Tahachi-san. This design is made by Tahachi-san. And this one is special knives for making inau. Inau is a very sacred item in Ainu cultures. And you can find this some wood, and it's making wood shavings, make a curry, and inau is needs to the cutting shaving. This knife is special aimed for making knives. And this is a hunting knife. It's more bigger than the normal knife. It's in traditional cultures, Ainu man usually taking a small knife and this hunting knife, the big one. It's also decorated in design. It's very beautiful and carved by Tahachi-san. And this is hooking the belt in this part of the equipment for hanging the belt. Okay. And this is very funny items. This is a rattle for child. And Tahachi-san said, and he asked his mothers in Ainu culture, do you know some toys for child? And Tahachi-san's mother said she remembered she knows some child enjoying the rattles. This is a deer hoof, and it's hunted by Tahachi-san. He cut off the hoof of deer and boiled and keep this here and tied to the thread. And children maybe enjoy the shape rattle using this rattle. It's making a good sound. And this is a wooden tray, and it's very interesting tray because Tahachi-san now he is very famous of good carver, excellent carver. But this is his first trainings age. Tahachi-san starting the wood carving from maybe 13 or 40 years ago. This is the first phase of his carving history. He says so it is different from the details from now his collection. And this is deer core, so it's also an interesting item. So Tahachi-san, I would like to share the very interesting story. So here is one Tahachi. Tahachi-san Tahachi-san asked his some elder who using this deer core. He said he was told from the elders, you should use this deer cord just 3 times. And so when you use this deer cord, you have to you should take care of the back of you. So because the deer cord invites a deer, but also the bear invites this cord. So the elders advised Tahachi-san, you should take care of the back of it. And after that,
先生持ってきた。
after やります。
やって。じゃあちょっと話をします。Now, Professor Yamazaki Sensei plays the shikabue. It's a board. なんだっけ? Deer call. Now he's playing. Can you hear?
It's also vehicle made by Tahachi. Now I'm not good at it. First it's becoming wet, and this is the skin of the stingray.
Oh, nice.
So this is the deers, male deers have territories, and so this male deer, so here that this cause so he some invader from his territories. So this male deer.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yamazaki sensei, look at behind. There is deer. Deer came.
Okay. And so it's also this is a sinew of deer. So it's making a threat. It's very strong, and Tahachi-san sometimes using the deer sinew, keeping in the stores and using for his items. Very strong. This is knives. Maybe Tahachi-san using this. His daily huntings. Maybe this knives will be part of the body, so maybe 30 or 40 years, and the bears, it's becoming look like a very old, but it's not so old.
It's beautiful.
And you should please enjoy the beauty of the
Yeah. This is my one of favorite things from Tahachi-san's things. Beautiful.
And so this is the Tahachi-san's original ideas. This is it's the rock of this end of the handle. It is sometimes Ainu knives are easy to this. So this thread is keeping the teeth and the handle in the one set. So it's keeping this thread.
Right.
So the last two tables, we introduced ceremonial items. This is lacquerware. And people so using lacquerware for ceremonies. The lacquerware originally trading getting from Japanese through the trade. Tahachi-san house, Tahachi-san also, Tahachi-san was the grandfather, maybe gets these items. Now Tahachi keep this lacquerware in his house. This is sometimes this items. His name is ikupasui. This is elevation sticks in English. So in Ainu language, the ikupasui. This sometimes when Ainu people pray to the god, taking one hand, and the lacquerware is sake, or you know, the sake is for the and tip of the plastic for the sake and scatter the sake drops to the fire gods and other items, kamui in modes in languages. And this is bear skulls hunted by Tahachi-san. In Ainu culture, the bear spirits sending ceremony is very important. This exhibition sets the like of bear sending ceremonies. The bear spirits drink this sake using the coffee. Irrigation sticks that Ikpasi have a very variety of carvings. This one is made by the Tahachi-san, and it's very beautiful. Maybe this is the old one. This is not made by Tahachi-san. So Tahachi-san keeps from the ancestor, still handing down from the ancestors. Tahachi-san's ancestor design. The two are made by Tahachi-san. And in our culture, the Ikpasi is sometimes using the help the human being's brain and some sake. This helps the human brain to the god. This is a ceremonial crown. And first table, I'm talking about the inao. It's like this. It's a wood shaving. In culture, the inao is the most important ritual items. And this is making a ceremonial crown. This is a Tahachi-san's crown. So, and Urakawa's district style. And, this part was made by the grapevine, and this is made by the willow shaving. Maybe so Tahachi-san said that made from 40 years old thing. Okay. And the last one is fishing spear for fishing for salmon and trout. That's usually using for salmon fishing. And this style is very interesting. This style of fishing, person or man, it's the fishing like here, and this is moving here, and it's when it hits the salmon, it's took out this here, but this thread is tied to this gap, and the fish is difficult to run away. So human beings are easy to keep the fishing, keep the fish and salmon trout. And this thread is made by the sinew. I had already introduced. And this is made by deer skin. This spear also Tahachi-san used for long time. And this is a picture of Tahachi-san fishing styles. Okay, it's a very short introduction of this exhibition. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Okay.
Arigato. Thank you very much, Professor Yamazaki Sensei. So this one is we would like to introduce the life of Tahachi-san, the Ainu living Ainu traditions, and he he lives with nature and he knows a lot of things with nature and beautiful person, heart. No many people like him anymore. So we would like to introduce to everybody. Even I didn't know about the Ainu culture or anything. So for future, we would like to take this exhibition more deeply. I'm going to take picture more, and then things maybe your Professor Yamazaki Sensei will introduce, explain to us more and more. So we would like to bring to outside of Japan this exhibition. So hopefully we will see soon in the world and somewhere. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like it. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Fantastic exhibition.
Some questions? Anybody? I didn't ask. Did you enjoy that one?
Many congratulations. Fantastic exhibition. Fantastic photographs. Great to see the items as well. It's an entire experience. So fantastic. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you very much. So we will bring in London this exhibition sometime.
In London, so some Ainu collection, some museums have Ainu collections. For example, the British Museum and the Horniman Museum, and in Oxford, the Victorious Museum. Because in Meiji era, the Ainu people went to the London and for the Japan-British exhibitions in 1910, and some Ainu people go to the London and making Ainu traditional house and living in the somewhere in London Square. So this time, Ainu people give the museum some Ainu collection. This is scattered in the British United Kingdom.
We saw a few Ainu items in the Victoria and Albert Museum.
Yeah.
Yoshie. There was not an entire exhibition, but there was a few items in a bigger Japan exhibition. So yeah, it would be fantastic to have something like this project shown properly. Definitely.
Okay, great. Thank you. Anybody? If there is no question, so we will see soon. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Also, here is where is where is Monden-san? He's this. Here is Monden-san. He's leader of this Tahachi-san's Densho no Kai.
Many congratulations.
Bye.
Great.
Bye. Bye bye. どこで切るのかな。出てきた。ゆき。今何人ぐらいいるんですか？ Let me see your face.
ありがとう。
I would like to see.
Thank you very much.
ありがとう。
Hi, Edmond.
ありがとう。
ありがとう。
We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
See you soon.
Thank you,
See you
Yamazaki.
soon. Thank you. Bye bye.
Ciao. A tutti.
バイバイ。じゃあ切ってください。
はい。